Hey everyone, and welcome back to Mum's Eye View. I'm Ian from Haste Kitchen, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a very quick and easy 40 to 45 minute perfect roast beef dinner. So we've got some roast beef here. These are genius little things. They come on a tray, which means it's less washing up. We've got some carrots, which we're going to use as a side. We're going to glaze them with a little bit of caramelised orange and a little bit of flat leaf parsley. We've got the king of potatoes. We've got the Maris Piper. I'm going to show you how to make them fluffy on the inside and crispy on the outside by cooking it in goose fat. We've got some foil because no one likes washing up. We've got eggs, butter, some beef stock, so I'm going to make a little gravy to go with this. We've got some milk, we've got some orange juice for the carrots, we've got some stuffing and some corn flour. Reason I've got eggs on here is I'm going to show you how to make very, very quick and easy big rise Yorkshire puddings, and every roast needs to have stuffing. So let's get cooking. Get some hot water in a pan and get your pan of water boiling. Add a good pinch of salt. With all roast dinners, it's all about timing. So first of all, we're going to get our potatoes, peel them off, however many you want for your family. I'm just going to do a couple here, just to get us started. This piece of beef is about enough for about 2 or 3 people, if you're greedy like me. Doesn't matter if it's got a little bit of roughness on there, that all adds to it and it all makes it a perfect potato. Everyone always says to me, roast dinners is the hardest thing you can do. It's all about preparation and timing with the roast dinner. Once you've prepped all of this, it's just about when you're going to put it into the oven and when you're going to take it out of the oven. Think about the thing that's got to go in the oven for the longest amount of time, obviously goes in first. Right, so we've got a couple of potatoes. Let's chop these up. Irregular shapes with potatoes, don't make them all formal. You want them to be really rustic. And we're going to shake these about in the pan in a little while, which means they're just going to fluff up lovely on this outside. So little rustic chunks like that, they can go straight into your boiling water. Bring to a simmer and then add a lid, and you're just going to leave that to simmer for 5 minutes. Right, so while the potatoes are bubbling away, we're just going to take our carrots, going to give these a quick rinse off. Simply cut the carrots in half, don't bother chopping the ends off, that'll be absolutely fine as they are. Right, you put them to the side. Let's get our roast beef on the go. So, roast beef. So all you're going to do is remove the cardboard sleeve. Leave this one in the packaging. This is the genius little product, no foil or anything. All you're going to do is put that in whole, 190 Celsius, okay? If you want to take this out of the packaging and you want to do it on a tin foil, you can do that, but up your temperature, you're going to go to about 220 Celsius on this one. Into the oven, and we're going to literally cook that for about 30 minutes to 40 minutes, depending on how you like your beef cooked. 40 minutes is about medium. I'm going to do mine for about 30-35, purely because I like mine to be a little bit pink and a little bit rarer. When you slice it, you've got that lovely little pink coloration there. Important thing, when you're cooking beef, let it rest. You've got to let it rest for about 10 minutes. If you don't let it rest, it will be tough and really chewy. Let it rest under a bit of foil, it will simmer, the juices will come out, the meat will relax, and it will be really tender. So let's get this into the oven. Drain off the potatoes, pop the lid back on and just let that steam itself out. Onto your potatoes, all you're going to do is a tablespoon of corn flour, just over the top. Not too much because you don't want to go too floury. Set it around the pan. All that's going to do is roughen up the edges, which means you get that lovely crispy edge to the potato. Grab yourself a dish, tin, whatever you have. All I'm going to do is grab some goose fat. I'm going to add a good helping of goose fat into there. Don't be worried about fats. Goose fat is very good for you and it's very heat stable, so it's excellent for whenever you're cooking with things like potatoes. And you're going to pop that straight into your oven, just to heat up the fat. What you want to do is, the reason you're heating up that fat is you want to have the impact from a cold potato or a warm potato going to hot oil, which instantly gives it that reaction that it's going to crisp up. Goose fat's nice and hot. Add your potatoes. Be careful because this might spit a little bit. And just give them a quick turn over in the oil just to make sure they're all covered. So the beef's been on the go for 10 minutes, which means the potato's going to take about another 25 to 30 minutes. 30 plus 10, you've got your perfect roast dinner for 40 minutes. So potatoes into the oven. Right, so let's get on with our Yorkshire puddings. Nice, quick and simple recipe for you. firm family favourite. This is going to be 4 ounces of plain flour. Okay, plain white flour. Yeah, that's 4 ounces. Into a bowl. Next up, grab yourself a couple of eggs. It's a 4-3-2 mix. 4 ounces of flour, 3 fluid ounces of milk, and 2 eggs. 4-3-2. Always remember that, and it will always come out perfect. So, 3 fluid ounces of milk. I know how much this is because I've made this so many times. Last of all, add an ice cube. You want to look for the reaction of the cold going to the hot fat, which gives it that instant rise. Mix that up. That's the consistency you're looking for. And that ice cube should have melted down now, so it'll be nice and cool. Grab yourself 2 Yorkie tins or Yorkie dishes, whichever you're going to use. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to both and pop them straight into the oven to heat them up. Take your dishes out of the oven, they've been in there for about 5 minutes, they'll be nice and hot. Add some of the Yorkie mix. And go back into the oven for about another 10 minutes and that'll be everything finished. Top of the oven please. Give your potatoes a quick turn. Back into your oven. Next up, we're going to take some of our stuffing mix. You want some hot water. Add a small amount. Turn that into the mix. Grab yourself a tin and put some tin foil on. Now I have really typical chef hands, so wait for this to cool down if you've got delicate fingers or delicate hands. Don't have to be perfect, uniform balls, just keep them a little bit rustic if you like. That seems to be the word of the day today, is rustic. I'm going to make 4 of these. And they're done. So the stuff is going to go into the oven literally when we take the meat out to rest. So they're going to take about 10 minutes, that's all they're going to take. So once the meat's resting, we'll pop them straight into the oven. Next up, grab yourself a pan. We're going to be doing our glazed carrots. Into your pan, chuck your carrots. Do 15 grams of butter and 4 tablespoons of orange juice. And add the rest, just enough to cover the carrots, with hot water. On with your lid, you're going to put that straight onto the gas. Pan up to heat and we're going to cook that for 4 minutes and then we're going to let it simmer for 3 minutes with the lid on with the heat off. Let's get our beef out of the oven and just leave that to stand. Straight in with our stuffing. Open up your gravy. Right, we're all good to serve up. Off with your oven. Bring over your bit of beef, which should be perfect. Grab your roast potatoes, which are looking pretty damn perfect. Grab your stuffing. Right, so we're going to grab our piece of beef, and all we're going to do is slice that down. Grab yourself your plate, a couple of pieces of your beef. Grab your gravy. You want a couple of your potatoes. Look how crispy they've gone. That's all because we just add a little bit of corn flour, we've rustled them over, and obviously the goose fat just crisps it up perfectly. Grab your carrots. You want a little bit of your flat leaf parsley. I'm just going to chop that up. Over the top. Add your carrots to the plate. A little bit of that butter would be lovely. So just pour some of that over the top. You want a couple of your stuffing balls. Stick them on the side. So that's looking pretty good. One thing missing, it's got to have a Yorkshire pudding on top. So, grab those. Yorkshire pudding out of the oven, and we're just going to plonk that just there. See there, we proved that roasts don't have to be lots of hassles. That was nice, simple roast potatoes, caramelised carrots, Yorkshire pudding, beef stock gravy. We've got a couple of stuffing balls. Now, there's loads of other videos on this channel. Go and watch them. Subscribe below. Mum's Eye View is an awesome channel, and I shall see you again soon. Thanks then. Bye-bye. Right, so we're going to grab our piece of beef, and all we're going to do is slice that down. Grab yourself your plate. Couple of pieces of your beef. Grab your gravy.